Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you're following the NFL closely, you know that the 2024 NFL season was filled with surprises, dramatic moments, and some strategic moves that could reshape teams' futures. And one of the biggest stories right now, especially for the Washington Commanders, involves a potential blockbuster trade that could significantly change their roster and quite possibly their prospects for a deep playoff run. That story centers on Rachaad White, the talented running back from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the fascinating possibility that he might soon be donning the burgundy and gold. Let's start by setting the scene. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as you all know, have always prioritized having a deep, versatile backfield. They've invested in multiple running backs over recent seasons, trying to find the perfect combination to complement their quarterback and offensive scheme. But with that depth comes tough decisions. Rachaad White, in particular, has been a player that the Buccaneers have been hesitant to let go, but might be forced to if they want to make room for new talent or draft picks. White, who's entering the final year of his rookie contract, has shown flashes of brilliance, but the team also has Bucky Irving, Sean Tucker, and other options vying for carries. Bucky Irving, who's just entering his second season, has shown that he's the clear one in Tampa Bay's backfield. His performance last year demonstrated that he can be a reliable workhorse back, capable of carrying the load when needed. But Rachaad White, who's seen more opportunities and has proven he can be effective, especially in certain situations, is the more intriguing piece. White's versatility as a runner and receiver makes him an attractive option for teams looking to bolster their backfield. During the 2024 season, White was often used in key moments, especially in the passing game, where his ability to catch out of the backfield added an extra dimension to Tampa Bay's offense. The question is, with White's contract expiring and Tampa Bay's crowded backfield, could White be on the move? The Buccaneers are clearly weighing their options. They might decide to let him play out his final year and see if he can prove his worth or attract interest from other teams. Or they could opt to trade him now, especially if they're eyeing the draft for a new running back talent, which has become a very appealing prospect in recent years given the depth of the 2025 class. The fact that Tampa Bay has other players like Sean Tucker, who impressed with his 192 scrimmage yards and 2 touchdowns against the Saints last season, means they have a lot of options. But White's playmaking ability and his youth make him a highly valuable commodity on the trade market. Now, let's talk about why the Washington Commanders are particularly interested in Rachaad White. First, the Commanders are in a bit of a transitional phase, trying to build around their franchise quarterback, Jayden Daniels. Daniels, who played with White back in college at Arizona State, has been showing signs of growth, and adding a player like White could be the perfect move to accelerate their offensive identity. Washington has Brian Robinson Jr., who's been a steady presence, and Austin Ekeler, but Ekeler's nearing the end of his contract. Just one more year left, and with his age and production, it seems unlikely they'll extend him. Ekeler, who had a productive season with 4.8 yards per carry and 12 receptions in the playoffs, could be released to save cap space, especially since Washington would save around $3.4 million, nearly covering White's $36 million salary for this year. So, the fit makes sense from a financial and strategic perspective. The Commanders could be looking to upgrade their running game without breaking the bank or sacrificing their immediate chances. And White, with his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, something he excelled at during his final college season with 43 receptions and 443 receiving yards, is exactly what Washington needs to diversify their offense. His connection with Jayden Daniels also adds a layer of familiarity and chemistry that could translate seamlessly onto the field. Imagine White lining up as a receiving back, providing a reliable outlet for Daniels, who's still developing as a passer. White's agility, vision, and pass-catching ability make him an ideal complement to Robinson Jr., who is more of a power back. This duo could give the Commanders a dynamic, unpredictable rushing attack, especially in third-down situations or red zone plays. It's the kind of pairing that can keep defenses guessing and open up new options in the passing game, which has been a focus for Washington since last season. But of course, nothing is that simple in the NFL. The trade would require negotiations, and Tampa Bay's management would weigh the benefits of keeping White versus trading him. The Buccaneers might see this as an opportunity to rebuild or to acquire draft capital, especially with the draft class of running backs in 2025 being so promising. Tampa Bay's general manager could be tempted to explore offers, especially if they believe White's value on the trade market is at its peak. And let's not forget the bigger picture in Washington. The team's front office has been focused on building a balanced, explosive offense. Adding White would give them a versatile weapon capable of changing the game in multiple ways. His experience in the NFL, combined with his college chemistry with Daniels, makes this a move that could pay off immediately. It's a move that aligns perfectly with the team's current strategy, improving the roster for now, not just for the future. Now, thinking about the season ahead, the Commanders are eager to make a statement. The NFC East is as competitive as ever, with teams like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Giants all strengthening their rosters. The division is wide open, and a move like acquiring White could be the missing piece that pushes Washington over the top. Their offensive line has been solid, and with a dependable running game, they could control the clock better, keep their defense fresh, and extend drives. These are crucial factors in close games, especially in the NFC playoff picture. White's potential addition also signals a shift in how the Commanders want to approach their offense. They're looking for players who can contribute immediately, guys who can step into key roles and make an impact from day one. White's explosiveness and pass-catching skills fit that mold perfectly. And given his familiarity with Daniels from their college days at Arizona State, it's almost like they're reuniting a piece of their past to help them succeed in the present. That chemistry could translate into quick reads and more synchronized plays, making the offense more fluid and unpredictable. As fans, we know that this kind of move, if it happens, could be a game-changer for Washington. It's not just about acquiring a talented running back, it's about strategic positioning for the future, maximizing the talent on the roster, and building a team that can contend deep into the playoffs. The NFL is all about those small, smart moves, and adding a player like Rachaad White could be one of the best decisions the Commanders have made in recent years. Of course, we're still waiting for official confirmation, and there are questions about how Tampa Bay's management sees this move, or if they're even open to trading White at all. But the signs point to it being a real possibility, and that's what makes this story so exciting for us fans. The idea that our team could be making a bold move to improve immediately, to add a player who fits perfectly into their game plan, is genuinely thrilling. It's about setting the stage for a successful season, a season where the Commanders can truly challenge the NFC East and aim for a deep playoff run. And remember, the NFL offseason is always full of surprises. Trades, signings, surprises, anything can happen in the blink of an eye. So stay tuned, because we'll be here to keep you updated with all the latest news, rumors, and analyses. This is what makes being a Washington Commanders fan so exciting. The anticipation, the strategy, the hope that each move is a step closer to that ultimate goal, winning a Super Bowl. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let us continue with the big reveal. As we look ahead to the upcoming season, it's clear that the Commanders are positioning themselves for something special. Whether it's through this potential trade or other strategic moves, the team seems determined to make a statement. With the right pieces in place, especially if White joins the squad, they could be on the cusp of something big. The NFC East is no longer just about the Eagles and Cowboys. Washington is coming back with a vengeance, and this move could be the catalyst that changes everything. So fans, what do you think? Is Rachaad White the missing piece for Washington? Do you believe this trade could propel them into serious playoff contention? I want to hear your thoughts, your predictions, and your hopes for the upcoming season. Drop your comments below, because your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates, insider info, and analysis on everything Washington Commanders. Stay passionate, stay proud, and let's keep the fight alive. This season could be the one where everything changes, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds.